Chris, you come up with that $2 million yours. So I thought that you were expecting 500,000. You're expecting anywhere from 2 to 8 million.
Well, I see another similar case, and
okay.
I think like, okay, this happened to my mother. Why aren't I in for this cash?
Right. Why is your nose pressed against the bakery store window?
Yeah.
Why can't you have 18 donuts?
Give me a delicious amount of money.
All right. So, Chris.
Yes.
$2 million, we never see you again, right?
You'll see me for a little while, and I'll probably just disappear one day.
Yes.
What happened to Chris? Well, he's a millionaire now.
By the way, remember how we were like, how did Chris land this nice girl? Now we know. Mm-hmm. He's a fucking millionaire. Yeah. And she's after that money.
Baby, I got this lawsuit coming in. Don't worry. I'm good for it.
She'll be gone Tuesday night if that's... Why does he think your case is going to be kicked? Because your mom died?
All right, so he said there's a chance because Con Ed is trying to fight the fact that how can they predict what's going to happen if one of their pipes explode? So how could they predict that people might run away from a fucking exploding pipe?
That's
so she didn't get hit by the pipe. She got hit by
She got trampled by the crowd of people running from Grand Central.
No, you get nothing then.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. I'm kicking this out.
No!
Look,
fucking loser.
It's their problem that they panicked when
So you're thinking your highest hope is 8 million?
I think that's the top. That's my
And if they offer 2 million, do you take it?
Yeah, of course I do. Yes.
1 mil?
Yeah, I take 1 mil.
700,000.
Yeah, I take 700,000.
300,000.
That's where things start getting. Chris might go crazy because of what I believe. I think my mother deserves.
He just said Chris might go crazy. That's when we're getting into Chris might go crazy. You know what I mean? No.
Now you think that you could be screaming and going crazy in there, but how would that help anything?
I don't know, man. I just know that I'm very emotional about this,
yes.
And I will fucking go. Like if they throw it out, I'm getting arrested, I'm spitting in someone's fucking face, and I'm gonna fucking just bash Con Ed for the rest of my life.
I don't know if any of this stuff should be on the radio, dude. I mean, not even you accepting 700,000. You know, some lawyer, they might be putting somebody on you right now to follow you around.
What are they gonna find?
This fucking conversation. This show right now where you admitted you take 750.
Jack with your name with 8 million and the guy's calling in. I know for a fact he'll take 700,000.
Don't play that audio.
There is no way that 700,000 lasts you a year.
Oh no! I had a question. Yeah. Does lawsuit money get taxed? No, right?
Yes.
Yes, of course it does.
Bitch, it's not income though. It's like fucking mistake money.
Yes, that's still income. It's incoming to you.
Well, now there's 2 million better fucking come in. 300. Fucking lawyer takes his cut. Then what do I have? $100,000? Fuck that shit.
So what you want to clarify to everyone is 750 after taxes.
We're talking after tax
like
situation.
they start to tell him what it is. He's like, just give up tax free.
How much does your lawyer get?
I believe he gets a third. I have to have a call with him tomorrow. I believe.
Oh. Really good.
He gets a third, huh?
Yeah.
He gets a sweet fucking third for himself. You know what? Fire him. I want to take this over myself tomorrow. This is fucking tort law 101.
I'd feel more confident with you in that room with me. Fucking talking for me.
Yeah, I'd like to go in as Chris Stanley.
Do you want us all to go as a show?
Let's do a remote from my fucking hearing.
Okay, so Chris is there. Looks pretty
Stranger Things. 18 nominations. Veep, 17 nominations. Better Call Saul, 9 nominations. Transparent, 7 nominations.
Nice.
Atlanta, 6 nominations?
That's strange. I would have thought.
That seems a little thin. That's a fucking really good show. I'm going to bring this up when I'm doing Tort Law 101. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a matter of tort law. People of the court, I demand your respect.
Excuse me?
Unless you plan on being spit on by this out of control young man, this fiery fucking redhead. Jesus Christ on the cross, I implore you. 8 million does not seem that much. She was trampled upon. She couldn't run.
Seriously, she couldn't. Dark day for the Stanleys.
He just demanded the respect of the court.
Taking my shirt off. Is it hot in here? Can we get some air conditioning?
I think Ron's choking. He's not a very good tort lawyer.
Look, fucker. I'll set this piece fucking free in this courtroom.
Let me go, Ron.
All right, Alan's got some good news for you, Chris. Alan, go ahead.
Cool.
This is Matt from Allentown.
Okay, good job
I was
back
going
there.
to say that you don't get taxed on a wrongful death lawsuit if it's that
On a what lawsuit?
wrongful death.
Well, it's not a wrongful
No,
death.
it was
She
just
died from
injury.
cancer.
Yeah, she passed away.
Okay. I didn't catch the beginning of it, but
Believe me, I don't think she got cancer from being trampled upon.
I mean, I don't
Try
know.
to make
I
a
don't think
case.
so either.
She got trampled. She got cancer by sitting next to Chris on that couch. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe this is a wrongful death. Is that a rightful one? You tell me.
Tell him, Ron.
Is this not your signature? If everyone would please look at Exhibit A, it's the defendant in a Trump cuck shirt. This young gentleman has Fox News go to him for information quite often.
I'm a deplorable.
Because he is a cuckold of Trump.
He sits and watches while Trump fucks his beloved. Therefore, a cuckold or cuck, as the youngsters. I swear it's so hot in here. Feels like the devil's breath.
Why is he talking like that? Chris, this isn't going well.
I feel good.
Dave, St. Pete.
Yeah, hey there. I just want to let you know that the personal injury lawsuits aren't taxable. And in addition, regarding getting the lawsuit thrown out, if they can prove that those people acted unreasonably, is the only way they'll get it thrown out. If they acted within reason, they're liable.
This is looking sweet to me, Chris.
Yeah.
I mean, it's reasonable.
Milk coming your way.
Oh, won't that be great, guys?
What percentage will you give me?
I mean,
60?
what? No.
All right, counter offer. I'm open.
I'll throw you guys like, what, 10 grand? Is that nice?
10 grand to split or 10 grand each?
I'm thinking here.
Well, you said
To
it.
me, 10 grand sounds like nothing. I'll spit in your face.
There, Chris.
Who doesn't want
You
10
got
grand?
$1 million fucking dollars.
We don't know if I have $1 million yet.
But if you do.
If I get 8 million, I'm gonna throw Ron and Gail 10 grand each.
Oh, nice.
Nothing.
You wouldn't want 10 grand in your hand.
Hold on. I don't want this to be shady.
I ain't cutting you guys fucking a check. Fuck that.
First of all you'll have is cash in a backpack. You won't go to the bank.
Oh, God, what am I going to do with this cash?
Whatever you want, Gail.
I like how you say Ron and Gail when two other people are sitting here that could use the 10 G's.
Genevieve or shit out of luck.
You're going to...
I'll throw Spencer Berger a G.
That,
good.
seriously, he wouldn't even know what that was. That's so small for him.
He'll get a G stack.
Ain't nothing but a J thang. Hey, Isaac, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Ronnie, Gail, I love you guys so much. You get me through the day every day.
Thanks.
Hey, I'm really concerned, though. I heard something that sounded weird to me. You actually referred to the Defiant Ones as a documentary with a D.
Well, I don't know where to put it. I mean, is it a rap-umentary? Is it a rockumentary? And as I call 30 for 30, jockumentaries.
Hopumentary.
It's documentary.
It is it's, there's rock and there's rap.
Yeah.
Rap and rap.
I mean, if they could go in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I think it's fine to call them a rockumentary.
Yeah, because everything is rock. They've decided. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has decreed that every kind of music is rock.
Yeah. It's all under the rock umbrella.
Jazz people in there, blues, R&B. Look at Chris just slugging away.
Dehydrated.
He stored so much in his cheeks just now.
Vito, you better be ready to step up if this guy gets the big gig.
Yeah, if he gets $8 million, I got to step up and take his spot.
He is not getting up. I mean, he's impossible to deal with now. And he's fucking shit broke.
No, if you had $8 million, you'd be like, just imagine how many days he'd show up late for the first 2 weeks.
I'm showing up drunk. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Why would being rich just mean you're going to be drunk all the time?
That's what happens.
But why?
You ever see lottery winners? It's a fucking nightmare. Money is for people who know and care about money. It isn't for regular people.
It ain't for me. We all know that money's not for me.
Yeah.
I spend it too quick and too stupidly.
First of all, just the stacks of cartons of cigarettes in your house is going to be fucking...
Easy
Wait till
street.
we get invited to his new penthouse apartment.
I know. Chris, will you buy me a house?
Look, you're getting 10 grand cash. You can invest that if you like.
No, but-
Do whatever you want with it.
No, it's cash.
And that's only for $8 million. If you get fucking 500,000, you accept 500,000?
I'll take 500 grand.
Yeah.
I'll throw you guys a G stack each.
We dropped down to a G.
That sucks.
Oh, really? $1,000 sucks.
It does.
Come on.
To me, it does. I was all excited about my 10 grand.
That's coming in if the 8 comes into me. Don't worry. The lawyer's taking the third.
If I see anything less than 6 figures, I'll go fucking crazy.
I agree. I bought you lunch.
If anyone wants to know how Chris is going to act when he gets this, tonight, watch the movie Brewster's Millions. He will go out and think, I'll get a call in 6 months. Hey, boss, any way I can come in, even if it's part-time? I'm in a lot of fucking trouble right now.
I'm a little short with a lot of people.
I really thought that new hip-hop label I started was going to work out. What would you do?
I have no idea.
Can I ask, do you have any interest in paying off your debts?
I mean, with the 8 mil, yeah, I'll pay off the debt.
500,000?
500,000 might pay off like half the debt. Maybe. I don't know. Because I really want to spend. I feel this is 10 years in the coming for the stand.
That's true.
10 years to the day.
Yeah.
To the fucking day of the accident is next Tuesday when I have to go in.
That's really weird that was 10 years ago.
So if you think about it, let's say if he gets a $500,000, right? That's only 50 G's a year for his fucking troubles. That's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing has haunted him. The fact that he couldn't care for his mother when she was in that state.
It's fucking terrible.
That, let's say this, led to her cancer.
I agree.
As we know, most tramplings lead to cancer.
Yeah.
At the very least, it put her body in a weakened state.
Exactly. And it made, in pain and suffering, it made the last 2 years of her life fucking
terrible.
Miserable.
It was terrible.
Like, really, really horrible.
Yeah. You're right.
That's worth fucking $8 million.
Of course
it's worth $8 million. Which, let's face it, is only $800,000 a year for the last 10 years, which
feels
is
like shit.
nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Bullshit.
I mean, look, if I was getting $80 million, you each get $100,000. That's 100 fucking G stacks.
Nothing to you now.
What? If you have $80 million?
You gotta do better math to keep people from hating you.
With 100 grand cash, I'll just give you guys fucking suitcases full of money.
So much. I don't have the space. My apartment isn't big enough
You'll
for
find
that.
the space.
This would be the only time I ever took $100,000 and was furious.
Sucks.
Jeremy, what's up?
Yeah, I was just wondering if anybody was concerned that Chris found his love 2 months before he's going to get a settlement.
And she's a smart cookie. Mm-hmm. But I'll say this. I ain't saying she a gold digger, but I never seen her with no broke.
No broke.
See, I made it to radio friendly style. I'm not comfortable with the other style.
I only sing the radio friendly.
I only sing it the other way when I'm alone in my car.
Right. Windows rolled up.
Hey, Holly wants to help out. She is involved in personal injury law. Holly, what's up?
Hey, guys. Chris, before you do anything, you need to talk to this attorney and get a total printout of all costs and any bills or medical bills or health insurance liens that your mother would have out there hanging around that need to be paid off.
Did you do any of this in 10 years, Chris?
I know I had it at one point, so I guess the lawyer has
that's
them.
good.
I don't know.
So
What?
before you start talking numbers, you need to get all that out of the way because your attorney's either going to charge 33.33% or 40%, depending. Sometimes they jack it up when it goes to litigation.
I guarantee you, Chris
And then
throws him an extra 10 G's. There's a big stack at him.
You've been great.
And then he says, I always tip my horse.
So just be careful. Go in there with all your knowledge and demand all the information you can from your attorney before you do anything.
Holly, look who you're talking to.
I know. I feel like I should go to a meeting with him.
I got everything covered, Holly. Don't you worry.
Oh, no,
You don't have
you
anything
do. Do you
covered.
have that?
The guy even said they could be kicked out. And then that's what's got you ready to scream.
You gotta do that, Chris.
All right, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Holly acts like you're fucked right now,
Yeah,
Chris.
I mean,
I'm not fucked.
that just
Look.
made me really nervous.
Oh,
what
yeah,
Holly
you should
just
be
said.
nervous.
Everything's going to come up for me, I think, on Tuesday.
Why?
The guy told you it might get kicked out.
I know. So that's the fucking other end, right?
He's such a kid. Like, he came in deciding, like, I'm gonna go fucking ape shit when they throw this out. Now, just a little money talk that we have, and he's just magical thinking, like, 8 million. He's already...
I've got 8 million.
I got this.
You imagine just a fucking swimming pool of scratch offs that Chris is just sitting in?
I'm worried about this list of,
And
expenses.
his gold digger.
Yes.
She's not a gold digger.
Well, I never saw her with a broke. You got to start acting like you got money now. Here's what I want you to do.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Tell me.
I want you to buy us a very classy lunch tomorrow.
Okay.
Start fucking living like it's already happening.
I think that's a good idea.
That's the fucking secret.
Yeah.
Are you picturing that money?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see a giant stack right over there next to Gail.
Okay,
That's
perfect.
my money, Chris. Get away from that.
It's next to the other 10 grand stack. It's much larger than yours.
Damn it.
I didn't realize how much you could be Bobby Kelly's kid. So right now. Bobby was one day, he takes his phone out, like he just, started smoking cigars not long ago. And he just starts to show me the amount of cigars that he has at his house. I'm looking at him, he's like this humidor, but I'm like, Bobby, they have cigars at the store. You can go and get them as you want or need them.
You don't need to have a store.
Yeah, we don't need to have $2,000 of cigars in your fucking car because there's a cigar store that will have them. We'll sell them anytime you want it. Look at this. Look, I got all this. Show me all these pictures of cigars. I'm like, I'm going to smoke the same amount of cigars without stacking them up.
I'm thinking about storage space.
Where are you going? The fucking cigar Costco? Hey, Tim. Tim, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris has no relatives, right?
None. Not a living relative.
Not one person.
Okay. So before you talk to any other lawyer, please draft a will so after you die in a pile of drugs and cash, whatever's left over can go to Gail and Ron.
I don't think Chris cares about what happens to that money if he dies. And yes, he will OD.
I mean, look, I'm pretty sure I can spend it all, but there's a good chance
All
I
right,
won't.
let's play this game.
Okay.
Let's not even say 8 million because that's the highest that you go.
That's my ceiling.
Yeah. Let's suppose you get 2 million, right?
Yeah.
What's your plans to do with that 2 million?
You and Gail get $5,000 each cash.
Why do you keep paying this out?
Spencer Burger gets $200.
What are you giving Spencer?
$200. I'll peel off a couple C notes to Spencer. So you're a good intern, kid.
I'll tell you what, I'll end up with that 200 too. So I'm counting that as fun.
So Rod's getting $5,200. Gail, you got $5,000.
All right, fine.
All right, so we each get our 5 G's.
That's my money. Nobody touches that. It's my per diem.
Then what happens?
And then I'll continue working here for as long as I can until I fucking burn out.
That is not, A plan. A plan is what do you do with the money, not what happens to you physically and mentally.
I guess I'll pay off like half of my debts, keep the other half in play.
This is a fucking nightmare. Any investments that you're making?
See, I didn't even think of that. I never even think of investing shit. Maybe I'll buy my apartment and Airbnb it or something.
You're running a business. Please, Chris. You don't live there. Where are you gonna go?
You bought a fucking ski shop. This is my...
Please, I can't breathe. Stop.
It's a good idea.
I can't breathe.
You live there. How are you running it out?
They can take the bedroom. I'll sleep in the living room.
You can do that now. You can do that now, you weirdo.
And immediately he goes into something illegal in New York.
Oh my God. This is, by the way, came from investment.
He gets $2 million and he's sleeping on the couch like some fucking Ukrainians are in the other room smoking crack.
Keep that crack smoke down.
Oh my God, he's fucked no matter what happens.
Oh man. These are not plans, Chris.
Oh my God, my stomach.
Oh God.
This is just, I'm brainstorming here.
Oh, okay. I understand. There'll be a contract. And your apartment would probably go for about $1 million already, so there's $1 million gone.
Yeah, but now I'm owning. Now I got equity. So things are looking up, I think. Right? That's what people own things when they're adults. God knows I can't get a mortgage. I'm paying for that apartment cash.
Why don't you go get a nice place? Yeah. Rather than that fucking shit dive.
It's not a bad idea. But see, so I buy the apartment, I start Airbnb-ing it, get some cash from
buy that apartment.
Airbnb.
Stop.
Why not?
Why don't you buy a brownstone or something? Like, buy a nice...
You ain't getting a brownstone for that kind of money.
Fuck no.
If he gets the $8 million, he can get a brownstone.
Yeah. If I get the $8 million, I'm getting the brownstone.
Brownstone. Let me take the brownstone.
Get on Airbnb.
Who do I talk to about the brownstone? What?
What was that? Let It Ride movie with Richard Dreyfuss. Yeah. You ever seen that? Where he would, with all the money, he would figure out what he had to do, and it always came back to zero, no matter how much money it was. Fuck. Buy flowers for my wife. God, that was fucking hilarious. Here's my buddy Hard Rock Johnny.
Maybe now I can get paid off for all the bets that this guy owes me.
Oh, really? Because you owe me $320. You're not getting shit when I get this payout.
You're a fucking millionaire. Plus, let's be real about this. They're gonna pull up the pictures of you as a baby in court, and they're gonna be like, their parents didn't give a shit about this kid. Why should we give him money?
Doesn't matter. I'm the executor of her estate, bro.
Bro,
I don't know. They're gonna look and say that maybe it wasn't even love there.
That's legal talk.
Oh my God.
God damn, that's fucking hilarious. I don't know.
You know what you can invest in?
What's that?
I have an idea.
A Hard Rock?
You could. No, that's okay. We're good. We do follow the Brewster's Million Trail, and you can buy an iceberg and drop a couple motors in it and drive it to where they don't have water, and you could sell water in the desert.
Dude, not a bad idea. Get you in the fucking water business. We'd be better off getting you in a business than buying that fucking shitty apartment of yours.
Airbnb's so hot right now.
Airbnb, sleep on a couch. Great idea.
Seriously, I think we should open up a hip-hop label. Jen has fucking connections. We find a couple of kids. What do? We turn that shit platinum.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you already have an artist that you played for me the other day. He's good.
Paperface.
Paperface.
My buddy,
he's really good.
He's a rapper. His name's Paperface, and he raps in a paper bag over his head.
He's good.
Can we hear a little Paperface?
Yeah, look up Paperface, Jed. Play the Henny and Weed song.
Has anybody here seen Paper Face?
Paper face. All about them paper plates.
He'll be in Montreal, actually, for the Just for Laughs
Will he
Festival.
really?
Yeah, he will be. You guys
How do you
will
know
meet him. I know him through my buddy Chris, who I do High Society with. They're going up there for vacation during the festival, so they'll be up there.
So you got buddies now. You're going to be drunk through the whole festival.
No, I told them I can only hang out with you sometimes.
Unless you hit the fucking money on Tuesday.
Oh, then it's on.
Then we won't see you at all.
No, I'll be here definitely through Just for Laughs.
Now, why does Just for Laughs have Paper Face?
Oh, they just went up there for vacation. They didn't realize it was the comedy festival.
Chris,
two guys take a vacation in romantic Montreal together?
It's 5 dudes.
This is a fucking nightmare waiting to happen. Why do I feel like they'll be our judges on Comedy 101?
Search Paper Face Rapper, Jed.
And rapper's W-R-A-P-P-E-R.
He's like the unknown rapper.
Why does he put a paper bag over his face? Not attractive?
Oh, he's a very good-looking man. There you go. That's it.
Weed, Henny, this is big hit. 169 views. He's doing all right.
He's doing good.
Look, he's going to be signed to the label.
It's almost
He's going to be on our label.
Is that an album I hear scratching?
Oh, yeah. Good production.
When did he record this? 1963?
Friends, I don't need too many. Just weed and Henny. Just weed and Henny. You an actor, need an Emmy. You Steve Buscemi. Just weed and Henny. Weed and Henny. Man, don't let me have the fucking things to send me. Friends, I don't need too many. Just skirt off like a jerk off. Made her take her skirt off. So Snow White, the Snow White. Paid 7 for the birth off. Workhorse in my polo shirt. Dogs, I got the floss. Hot box the Porsche. Lobster claws in the pasta sauce. Like a mobster boss.
All right, first of all, let me let's stop for a sec. I'm thinking Paper Face if he's in Montreal, Comedy 101. He freestyles a little bit.
He's freestyle.
Now, by the way, Paper Face, that looks more like a fucking box on his head than a bag. He should be box face.
It's more practical to form
So
it.
he just puts a box on his head, and literally his rhymes are fucking one word apart.
Yeah, he's good.
This is his investment.
Can I buy the bag that he wears on his head to put on the wall at the Hard Rock here?
I'll text him.
Can I get that bag that he puts on his head? I can pick up some fruit on the way home today. So you might end up producing Paper Face.
Yeah, this is a very big possibility. I'd be happy to once this 8 million comes in, or 2 million rather.
Chris, actually, now you got me thinking we could start a comedy management company. We know him.
That's a good idea.
Let's do it.
Here's the thing. You got the worst ideas in the world.
All we need is your money, Chris.
Yeah, you can't come to the office.
It's best if you stay home.
I could be let's say they call a venture capitalist. I could be like a VC.
Yeah, you're a venture capitalist. You're an angel investor.
Exactly. It'd be beautiful.
Plus, I have a new idea for an app. I call it Ape.
Mm-hmm.
It's just for people who are trying to fucking write app and they get aped by mistake.
That's everybody.
Yes. And then my app is just, I think you meant to spell app. That's what I write on it. And then I go like this, give me $1.
I'm writing all these down. You guys are going to get a drunk phone call from me Tuesday evening.
Dude.
Paper Face is on.
We will never fucking hear from you again. That'll be it.
I'll definitely show up at least one more time.
I am fucking making sure that I'm putting an ad in right now, and I'm gonna have somebody to cover on fucking Wednesday because I ain't gonna see him again. I'll see him on fucking page 6 3 times, and then in the fucking murder section.
A local drunk comes into money.
I'll see that you took a fucking meeting with Don Jr. and 2 fucking Russian fucking coke dealers.
I thought it was for the best.
Scary. All right, we need to take a break, right? We got a lot going on today. Got a lot of live reads.
Yeah.
All right, a lot more coming up. This is Bennington. You know what? I really do want to see Chris Stanley get the kind of money that his family doesn't have to work for generations.
That'd be great. That. I would really like that.
Would you have a kid if you suddenly got that kind of money?
If I got a bunch of cash, yeah, I'd have a kid.
Really?
You went from never having a kid to you will
said
now.
Never.
With that, yeah, I know. But with that cash, yeah, I'll spread my seed.
I like that.
I want to think about it like that.
And everyone write down how much money they think Chris is going to get on Tuesday. Now, Chris, explain.
The happenstance.
Yeah, how we ended up here.
So 10 years ago, there was an explosion near Grand Central. A pipe run by Con Edison, which is the energy company here in New York City. It was an old pipe. It exploded. They were in charge of it. A bunch of people ran away from it, trampled my mother, who worked around there, broke both her legs.
What kind of work did your mom do?
She worked for Pfizer and she liked data entry at Pfizer.
Oh.
And
when I first met you were doing data entry work yourself.
That's right. Yeah. For a dental office.
Mm.
And so she gets trampled, and 2 years later she died from cancer. And I've been in litigation basically for the last 10 years.
But this is the first time going in front of a judge, right?
First time. I had a deposition 2 years ago. And
you were furious about that.
The deposition was terrible because it was me, my lawyer, and there was about 6 lawyers from the city and Con Edison grilling me, trying to catch me in lies about whether or not my mom got Social Security money payments for disability, and all these strange questions. And I was being grilled about them.
It's kind of why people hate lawyers, is they don't try to go, hey, what is the exact thing that needs to be done here? They just fight for their side.
Yeah.
And that makes you feel like they don't care about truth or whatever. But it's the way the system is set up that each lawyer fights for everything they can get for their side. And these guys could switch sides in a second and make the other case.
Yeah, they're just
And when you don't do this for a living, that frustrates you.
It's very frustrating.
By the way, where's Vito been? Is he back there? So, Vito, I want you in on this. I want you to write down what the figure is. And it could be anywhere up to, I'm not going to say, it could be more than $8 million if you need to.
Yeah, sure. You can throw that out there.
If you need to, just from what your real belief is. So, Vito, you're going to go first. How much is Chris Stanley going to get offered on Tuesday?
I think he's going to get $450,000.
Okay.
And it's going to be tough for him to figure out if he wants to take it or turn it down.
That's a tough call for him because that's right at his breaking point. The thing is, he knows he's due a lot more, but he's never seen $450,000. You know, this is Manhattan beats Indians. Okay, Gail, what do you have?
I think they're going to screw him. I think he's going to get $250,000.
$250,000.
He's going to take it.
Without even thinking twice?
Yep. Thank you.
It's going to be like in Tommy Boy. Okay.
Jen, what do you have?
I'm going with $1 million.
$1 million!
All right, Jen! You might have just found yourself $500 richer on Wednesday.
Now, by the way,
it's $1 million.
That's such a small percentage of what you want, the million.
Right.
And you're screaming now.
That's why I know he'll take my offer. That's why I know he'll take this offer.
And I've got nothing. I believe they're going to prove that your mom just did a slip and fall, that she got out of a cab and saw that pile of people and then threw herself on the floor.
She dove on the floor.
This did not happen.
Took a hammer out of her handbag that she kept, smashed her knee with it.
It's terrible. No, if it's nothing, I'm
Can you imagine if Chris Stanley walks in here and he goes, guys, I got $4 million.
That's going to be insane.
And well deserved. Well deserved.
Now, what time does this thing happen on Tuesday?
It starts at 11, and I'm the second or third case because there's multiple. There's 60 cases still unresolved, so I'm the second or third case.
If you get a big payday, are you going to call us?
If I get if there's a payday before 3 p.m., yes, I will call you.
So no news is bad news.
No news might be just the other 2 cases went long.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? But also, if no news is also would be.
What
bad
are you
news.
wearing? You wearing your suit?
I might wear a suit. I might just wear a jacket. I'm not sure. I bought a jacket from the Steve Harvey collection. Shark skin.
Why?
Because he makes clothes for larger men, Ron.
I might change my. I might change it now.
Because of Steve Harvey?
I'd rather one look at that Steve Harvey stuff.
I'd rather see you wearing one of those Cedric the Entertainer with the sleeves cut off jackets, just your bare arms showing.
It's a gun show, boys.
Yeah.
God, I hope he makes some money. I really do.
I hope that when you put on that Steve Harvey jacket, that when they're asking you questions, you turn into Steve Harvey. We're taking this old school, y'all. I'm a 74 man. Hey, Red's got a great question for you, Chris. Go ahead, Red.
Okay, if you remember a while back, I believe Chris was talking about a story about Michael Jordan's house was for sale for a ridiculous amount of money. Does that sound familiar?
Yes.
In Chicago.
In Chicago, yes.
Okay, and I phoned in because at the time Chris was playing Jackpocket, that gambling thing it's an app or something?
It's an app that lets you buy lottery tickets. Jackpocket.
Yes. Now, if you remember when I called in that time, I was asking what you're going to do if you won fuck you Ron Bennington money. So
he's got look.
What happens if you win this lawsuit and win giant money? Are you going to fuck you Ron Bennington or what?
Can I tell you something? And this is a true story. I love Chris so much that I would happily take that fuck you as I was waving away to him. I'd be like, there you go. Right. You got to do it, dude.
Shine on, you crazy diamond.
Yeah. Look, I would remember how surprised we were at Officer and the Gentleman when her friends started clapping too? Go for it! Fucking Chris will just come walking through this paper mill of a radio station, pick up Jen, put his hat on her head and carry her out. Love lifts us up where we belong. I'd be like, go for it, Chrissy! That was always my favorite part of that movie because she got the other guy killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was just glad to see somebody was getting some pilot dick. Didn't matter who. Meant there's a possibility that there's pilot dick. Chris, Charlotte.
Hey, Ron, I think he's going to get offered a carton of Marlboro Reds and a handle of Jim Beam and take it.
I will not take that. I can get that at my local bodega.
I'll say this, you're not going to take it at first. You may. John, South Carolina.
In genre, Chris is going to accept 3 magic beans and consider himself lucky.
What happened with those magic beans then?
Beanstalk, dog.
That's right. Beanstalk that shit. Look, Chris, I want to get you both legal and financial advice.
Okay, thank you.
Because I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
This is a fast track that you're going into, and you need somebody that's going to look after you. And I got the person right here. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's me, Chris. I gotta look out for you, brother. I gotta tell you a story about the big man, right?
Now, Crazy Jen is here to help.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jen.
All right. My friend, her mom was going through McDonald's and got a hot apple pie, right? And bit into the hot apple pie, and there was a fried mouse in the middle of it. So she turned around and she tried to sue McDonald's. The McDonald's was stalking her house. People out, following her car and not just questioning her, but just, doing sneaky deek stuff.
Sneaky deek.
The man in black will come after you because you don't know where he's looking at, man. And then you're over here blabbing like a big mouth on the radio about getting high and sucking dick and stuff like that.
That is what he said, 100%. That's what he said.
That's what he's going to do. And then you don't know who's listening to you, man. They're going to trick you, man, and you only going to, and dude, if you get $500,000, you'll suck somebody's dick for that.
We know, Jen. Hold on for 1 sec. This is a picture sent into our Twitter. Jen, come look at Chris Stanley when he was all dressed up with his suit on.
Oh, that's Chris?
That's Chris.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like Chris.
No, he looks so thin in an oversized suit.
Clean shaven.
Yeah.
No, it's clean. Your hair's cut. Are you gonna look nice like this?
No, man. I'm going in there like a mad dog.
All right, smart. Mad dog does shit. Smart idea, buddy.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yes, I'm right here, Jen.
And what about that lady? Everybody made fun of her too remember that lady that spilled coffee on herself?
Yes. Yeah.
And then was sued McDonald's? Mm-hmm. McDonald's turned around, that coffee was the heat of a radiator. Is it radiator or radiator?
Either way, honey, but...
Either way.
That coffee, people... hold on. That coffee, everybody made fun of that. It burned her down to the bone. I saw pictures of it.
It's horrible.
The documentary, and I never knew that. My whole life was always just like the punchline to a joke, or just like the example of why someone would sue someone, and it was ridiculous.
By the way, who made that the punchline to a joke? Think back. Corporate media, right?
Exactly.
And what is the big
man.
name? Corporations. Corporations are all in this together. You're being watched right here by SiriusXM. This is a major corporation.
And me too.
And Jen's also being watched.
Yeah. So, dude, before you get in that courtroom, they might somebody hit you up and take your mouth shut so you spit in your own mouth.
It's kind of hot.
You don't know, man. And they got gangsters and stuff out there, man. Throw you in the back of a car and, like, beat you up and stuff.
Con Ed. I mean, it's not mafia.
Con Ed.
Beat me up.
Bro, what about that oil company that spilled all that oil? Gas, oil? They have some sneaky deek stuff going on, too.
Think about that.
Sneaky deek.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of the sneaky deek thing.
I'm going to tell you what.
I'm telling you, you think you're smart, but they got people, like, with 4-year degrees.
Let me tell you something, Chris.
Even smarter than you.
I am willing to send Jen in here to New York City, stay with you for a couple of days, go with you to this trial and speak in your behalf.
I don't know.
Oh my God. I would get up there and I would do it. Can I stay? Are you going to charge me?
No.
You're not going to charge me like that thing, okay?
It's not an Airbnb yet. It will be.
All right.
Williams.
And I'll get up there and I'll be like Judge Wapner. This is what happened. This is like that thing where they yelled fire in the movie theater, but his mom got cancer.
Right.
True.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, I'd be a good lawyer. If I wasn't like selling Amway and Sensi and stuff like that, that's a career I'd be in. Or a preacher.
Now, Jen, we were hoping that you would come up later this summer, but you said you have some things that you're doing instead.
Now, this is what happened, Ronnie.
Yeah.
I got mental problems, if you haven't noticed. And like, I gotta go and sit in the woods stuff. Like, this is what I do. I go and I get my blanket, my sleeping blanket, and I gotta go sit in the woods by myself. It's not a punishment. Because, no. Because my mind, it starts thinking crazy thoughts.
Right.
And no, you don't know people like that?
Yes, I know one.
I'll have conversations in my head about a situation that didn't even happen, and I'll work out the whole situation and what everybody's going to say, and I'll walk up pissed off, and then they'll be like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, oh, shit, okay.
No, but here's the thing, Jen.
Yeah.
Type those things down. Maybe you got a movie script. Maybe you got a play. You're very
Ronnie, I got so many ideas. Like, you don't even know, man. But like, people can't connect with me. Like, I'm trying to get like on Facebook. Jen Lynch, she likes my pictures sometimes, so I'm trying to get her like to get me a movie deal. But she don't respond to that. Only if I put up like a good GIF or something like that.
Yeah, people. It's Jane Lynch. You're Jen.
Oh, it's Jane Lynch.
Yeah. Now here's the other thing. Yeah,
I got her name wrong.
But it's very rare for people to go, oh, let me help this other people become a movie star. You know what I mean?
Like, why not? Can I ask you that? This is the question I'm asking. Like, you had that nice famous person on with her famous comedian.
Yes.
And you were talking about, like, the creative people and people want to see real people. Why don't somebody, like, come out to me and say, you know what, that kid got something. Let me give her a show on FX.
I'm going to make you...
Let me give her a book deal.
I'm going to make you this guarantee. If my friend Chris Stanley hits big, we shoot a pilot of your life, okay? Chris, you agree to that?
Oh, my gosh.
We send a couple...
You would invest?
Yes. We're going to send a couple of young film students down there. Just follow you around. You don't have to do anything. We'll follow you around.
I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna walk around and talk to the people.
Better. Right. Okay, that's good.
Because let me tell you something. That Jen Kirkman, she called me a cunt and told me I was stupid.
Yes.
And I just saw her on Colbert. And she told me she didn't even write her own books. Okay. They said the man made her do that. Now, why, and And then she's friends with that other blonde girl that sucks all the dick, and that's why she's famous. What's that girl's name? Chelsea Handler?
Now, here's the...
Because she ain't even funny. That's how she got to the top, because she sucks dick.
All right, but here's the thing, Jen. This is going to keep you from getting to the top. This...
Sucking dick?
Well, yeah, you got... Yes. But what you have to do, you have to respect your
My
peers.
sucking dick would help me stop getting from the top.
Yeah. You have to respect your peers, right? And one thing...
But she's not my peer, though, man. She's stupid.
Okay,
She's not funny. You're my peer.
Okay, good.
You're my guru.
Okay, well, let's just take it one step at a time.
All right.
Chris gets this money. We will shoot a pilot and pitch it.
Hell yeah.
Or else
Will you really?
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Or what's our pilot going to be about? Is there going to have to be sex in it?
No.
Because if it's like 700,000, I'll do it.
No.
No sex? Okay.
No
it's not going to be like a horror movie.
No. We'd actually
All
put
right, go
more
ahead.
money into it if there's no sex. Thank you for calling us, Jen.
Hey, y'all have a good day. Hey, don't forget the little guys, man, like me.
Right, we're not forgetting.
And Jen Kirkman, you're a cunt too.
All right, there we go.
All right, see you later.
She can't say that stuff on the reality show.
You know what? We'll bleep it.
Okay.
Some of this stuff we're going to leave on the cutting room floor.
Bleep out cunt or Jen Kirkman?
I don't know why people think that they go on Twitter and they talk to somebody that's famous that they'll go, oh, I'll help you. I'll be famous and help you.
Doesn't work.
It just doesn't work that way.
Take a piece of my pie.
Yes. Oh, you know what? I'm doing a movie now, so let me put you in it. Because you tweeted me.
There are not many people out there who are as generous as Chris who'll just hand you 10 grand. Just because
because people like Chris don't make it to that level.
No. But, you know, I have paper face. I got Crazy Jen. I got this Airbnb coming through. I think
I'm looking at Paperface as a possibility of being on Comedy 101. I just saw him today. I thought he was great. I know he doesn't fit the format, but I'll tell you something else. When I see a flag, I salute it. You know what I mean?
That's true.
That's what I do. I see a fucking shining star, I make a wish on it. Let's break. Back, Bennington. Hey, it's the Bennington Show. Wednesday, midweek, hump day. I'm Ron Bennington. There's Gail Bennington.
Yo.
And I am Ron Bennington. I'm trying my best to repeal this whole healthcare thing, and I just have a couple of people holding me up, but I'm not giving up hope. I just won't.
He won't give up.
Can't give up. I tell you this, I own none of it. None of it has anything to do with me. It's all somebody else. I'm perfect. Everything I did was great. But, you know, life. What are you going to say? Life.
I mean, I definitely know it's not on you. I mean, if this thing doesn't go through.
Yesterday we had probably the best show of our career. And today Chris Stanley is back.
Hi, everyone. How's it going?
Hi, everyone. How's it going? Well, first of all, I don't like you clean shaven. Second,
I don't like it either.
I keep waiting for Jada Pitt. Is it Pinkett? Jada Pinkett Smith to walk out. I saw her when I walked by. Guess what? Extremely pretty.
Yeah.
Extremely attractive lady.
And a petite lady, too.
Tiny. Could put her in my pocket. And just may. By the time I'm done.
Security.
Oh, today's show comes to you from Little Paper Cups. Little Paper Cups. It's for, I don't know, putting small amounts of liquid in things. They're just little paper cups. Need a place for your Listerine? A little paper cup will do the job for you. Just swish, spit, and you're on your way with Little Paper Cups. Little Paper Cups, a subsidy of the Big Paper Cup Company. Just trying to think of the day I won't be able to come up with something. But, because I couldn't remember the name Listerine. That annoyed me. That annoyed me. All right, so here we are on a Wednesday. Tomorrow's Rock Day, the Guns N' Roses show. All right, Dan Perlman is stopping in here today, and we were part of a thing to help get him to Montreal, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Now he got to Montreal. Does he no longer need us? Is this just a celebration lap? What the hell's going on?
Yeah, I guess he no longer needs our assistance.
for his web series that he's going to pitch to Kevin Hart.
Well, you want a lock in your life? You want to have a fucking lock? Now I'm being told voting started today.
Oh,
he
really?
needs to win. Now, if that is true, why did we push him last week?
Maybe
I
that was the
can't-
first round.
You know what?
Because I know that leg of the voting ended. I know that.
Yeah, it ended a few days ago.
Yeah.
Right, he got into the top 5. He was second. Now he has to win it.
I thought that was going to be Kevin's pick. I thought he takes it from here. I thought we were just doing the dirty work,
Can
getting
I
it
just
down
tell
to
you
5.
something? I'm a fool to do your dirty work.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I don't want to do your dirty work.
No more?
But I viewed this. Have you seen it yet, Chris?
I've seen it, yes.
I will tell you this. Vito, have you watched it?
Yeah.
Gail, you
Yes,
watched it?
I have.
I'm sure Jen hasn't. Sure Jen has refused. This fucking show is incredibly good. Like, I didn't get the cartoon thing that he was involved in.
Right.
A bus that drove diagonally. I didn't fucking think that was anything. This thing is really, really good. This program would be perfect to team up with Atlanta. It's
Yes.
that fucking good.
It's like that kind of level funny and smart, and the writing is great, and I think even the performances are great.
They're
Like,
unbelievably great.
I think Dan really does a great job in it.
Dan's great. The guy who plays his buddy is
Kevin,
great.
yeah.
His stepdad
Hilarious.
is unbelievable. The kids are great. Not so comfortable with all the N-bombs, but at least, as I said, at least it's not said by a white person.
Right. At least that.
All right. How do we start voting for Dan? Why are we such a underproduced show that we never understand what our fucking motivation is at any time? All right, we're going to go to the phones. A lot of people interested in Stanley. 844-ROCK-GOD, 844-ROCK-GOD. And in moments, I will tell you how you're able to vote for Dan instead of just sitting here. Andrew, what's up?
All right, Ronnie B. I'm begging you, no radio tease. We need to know right now what happened with Chris Stanley.
It will be up for Chris Stanley to tell you, not me.
All I can say is there was a case. It has been settled. And that's all I can say. I had to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Well, first of all, that makes you the exact opposite of Disco Dan, the fucking office rat.
It's true.
Yesterday he came in and ratted out everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
He's the rat.
Oh my God.
He's the rat of the rats. But you have signed a confidentiality agreement. What happens if you break that confidentiality agreement?
Any settlement that was agreed upon can be taken away.
Now, is this...
Don't be a pussy. Tell us.
Well, if he's... here's the thing. If he says it, whatever the settlement was, he can end up in trouble for.
Exactly.
And this is pretty standard in these in this kind of business.
Yeah. I was told, I was like, so, I'm on the air on a radio show. They're like, oh no, you're signing this confidentiality agreement.
What if you gave hints that also?
I don't think I can give hints. They said, avoid the subject altogether. But I can say that it has been settled, but I can have to discuss the amount. I had to sign a confidentiality agreement. I can't tell anyone.
Just whisper it?
No, that would be telling. There's a microphone in my face.
Yeah.
Could you write it down?
I can't.
Or sign language.
I can't. I don't know sign language.
Could we play some kind of hot or colder game?
No, I can't.
See, I don't see where that. You just say, Your Honor, I said hot or colder. Now you're going to take it away from me?
That's not a bad thing, right? You can do that.
No, I can't.
Warmer disco.
This is a
Are you allowed to even say whether you're happy or sad?
Nope. I can just say that it is confidential and no one can know the amount. It's between me and my lawyer.
Do they know how many ships you have sank with your loose lips?
I mean, the loosest of lips.
Yeah.
I mean, it's insane. They're flopping all over the place.
This one time, lips gotta stay tight. Airtight.
Francis.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
This is very vintage Ron and Fez. We got a bit that didn't pay off, huh?
Well, the fact of it is, we know what the situation was. And first of all, it's not a bit. It's his life.
It's my real life.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah, your entire life is a bit, Chris.
But here's the thing. We gave away the bit. He was going in for this. And this is 10 years old.
10 years. As of yesterday, 10 years.
And whatever happened, he accepted it. He signed a confidentiality agreement, and there he is.
How do you know that he was at court yesterday and it wasn't his turn to clean the toilets at the men's shelter he lives at?
It's up to you whether you believe him or not. That's not the difference of paying off a bit.
I was dressed up for court yesterday.
But if he even lied about the bit, he could be in trouble.
Yes.
You can't just make up that an explosion happened.
I mean, these things really happened. Okay? Confidential.
Mike in Vegas.
Hey, Chris, can you say it in pig Latin? Because I think that's legal.
No, it's not. You could decipher pig Latin. I can't say it in another language because I'll be saying it.
I think the courts recognize pig Latin as allowed.
That's odd. Then I'll go in and do my entire testimony in pig Latin and then see if they recognize it.
There's no way I can say this. Okay?
Jeff, Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Yo, Chris.
Yes.
Listen, I'm going to be getting my realtor's license in New York. Will you be moving? Will you need assistance?
I have a rent-controlled apartment. Why would I ever move out of that?
Yeah, there's a lot of... Let me tell you something.
I don't care how much money.
There are fucking stars that have rent-controlled apartments and keep them.
Why wouldn't you?
It's insane. The second you move, deal's off. You can't even pass it along to someone else.
No, you can't pass it along. Nope. Well, you can if it's a child and you...
Right, you have to be...
And they have to live there the whole time. They can't come back and get it, right?
No. And you have to have, like, mail sent there. Like, when you have to, like, when you get, like, grandfathered in or whatever, you have to go to the courts and she'll give them years of bills.
Look, there was a thing, a guy in my building died. He's been living there since 1976. The guy was only in his, I'll say 60s, right? Mm-hmm. So he came to New York in his 20s to be an artist. He was a songwriter and all that kind of, but you know, the dreams kind of fell along. He kept a hand in it, but he worked other jobs. And we know that he's sick and, you know, he's been in and out of the hospital and then he died. His fucking sister came and knocked on the fucking door and said, could you please keep this quiet? We need a couple months to straighten everything out. And we don't want him to just fucking empty the apartment.
Right.
Because this building has been waiting to get him out for so long. And the fucking super says to us, hey, have you seen blah, blah, blah around? Something very strange. I saw his sister. I did not see him. They were fucking snooping around. We're just like, hey, I don't know. I think I saw him last night. I mean, it was late. He was fucking heading down the hall. We had to fucking do this solid for his family.
Nice.
Because the second they found out that he was dead, they wanted everything out of the fucking apartment.
God. So yes, if you have a rent-controlled apartment, you keep it. You keep it as long as possible.
Not going anywhere. Okay? I see what you're trying to do. I can't speak of the settlement. I can just say the case has been settled.
Here's my good friend, Captain Stacy from Tennessee.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Ahoy.
And yo.
Are you out at sea right now, Captain?
No, I'm in Houston, fixing to go to Tampa and then northern Canada on a salvage job.
He stays busy.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a question for Mr. Stanley then. Without asking any numbers, have you turned in your letter of resignation because you're leaving? Because your fortune has changed.
First of all, I know there was resignation papers here at Sirius XM, but no resignation papers have been handed in. I love my job.
Okay, I didn't know if you were just going to, buy a new yacht and everything. So if you were, I was going to sell you one.
I can't swim. Why would I buy a yacht? Be horrible.
This is highly dangerous.
There's plenty of people who don't fall off yachts because they don't drink as much as you do.
I definitely would.
Chuck in Boston. Chuck.
As a lifetime subscriber to Sirius XM, I won 2 tickets to Guns N' Roses at the Apollo tomorrow. Chris, are you doing anything tomorrow?
I have no plans tomorrow. I wasn't invited to Guns N' Roses.
How would you like to mow my lawn?
That was really great. Chuck, seriously, you even fucking had me. I'm like, Chris is going to Guns N' Roses.
Getting really excited.
This is going to be great.
God damn it.
Why you gotta get my hopes up like that, Chuck?
I'll give away this hint from Chris. On the way home, he texted me and said that he had already stopped to get a bottle of Jim Beam.
So that could mean anything.
That meant one thing to me, Tuesday. He believes that you're safer if you have a different hard liquor every day.
You change it up. Because they provide different nutrients for the body.
Oh, yeah. Beam Tuesdays.
DJ in Pennsylvania.
Okay, Chris, I'm not going to make you give anything away, but how much money did you give to Ron and Gail?
Let me just say this. I talked to him today, and it was a very odd morning for you because of letting go of this thing after 10 years.
Yeah, like a lot of emotions. Real weird.
And a big part of it, as we talk through it, is this is your last connection to your mom.
100%. It's like, it's the one thing that like forced me to like think about my mom and like bring up all those thoughts and emotions and like now that's gone. Now it's over and done with because I signed, I settled for undisclosed amount. So I like yesterday during the whole process leading up to it last week and even today, and I'm sure moving forward, it's just a strange feeling. I don't know. I don't even know what the emotion would be. Like it's something I haven't felt before.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new emotion and I don't know if it's good or bad. Because, this thing's, like when my lawyer hit me up, whatever, like 4 or 5 months ago and said, it's been 10 years since this accident.
Mm.
I was shocked. I was like,
that's how I felt too. Because I remember when it happened. But, Chris has had, there's very little connection. I mean, less than any human being I've ever met in my life. You have a connection to your past. You don't have family.
No.
You have your buddy Chris, who you knew from what, high school on?
High school, yeah.
Yeah, so he's like your longest non-breaking connection.
Yeah.
Most of us have someone that we knew when we were an infant. You know what I mean?
I think after that, it's Ronnie B.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And quite frankly, this is what's always weird about work. I'm sure he's seen me more than he has any human being. That's what happens.
100%.
You know what I mean? When you work with people, you don't normally spend, like, suppose you're married. You spend 4 hours a day just sitting and talking to your wife? No, that doesn't happen. You say, hey, rough day. Oh, we're having fucking meatballs. Next thing you know, you're watching Sports Center.
Passing out.
You don't take advantage of it. Here you literally have to stay alert and awake. We can't be like, I don't know what's Chris. He's having a grumpy day, so he's just watching TV. It just doesn't happen. So this was your connection to your mom.
Yeah, this weird thing, this lawsuit or whatever.
Right.
And it's a thing of struggle and fight. And when you take those things out, particularly if you have masculine energy, then you're left with the other types of emotions, which maybe are less familiar to you.
Like what?
Like sadness, like grief, like missing someone and loss and loneliness and all those things that go along with remembering that someone is gone.
Also, when you have a loved one that suffered some kind of injury, there's almost like you've personally, and this is a wrong emotion, but you personally feel like you've let them down because this happened to them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's definitely part of it. And then like being her caretaker until she passed away, like all of it came back. Like even yesterday, like during this thing that happened, there was a lot of emotions that went from anger to sadness, mostly anger.
During the Jim Beam time.
Oh, during Jim Beam time.
You shed a few tears?
Oh yeah. Just by myself in my apartment. Me and Jim.
Every once in a while grabbing his nice and cutting another notch on his arm. He cuts a notch on his arm every time he feels like he's been bad.
I just imagine Chris was like the bride in Kill Bill 2, but he was cradling the Jim Beam on the floor.
Oh, that's so sad. That fucking scene, and then when the bride says thank you.
I know.
Oh my God.
So much.
Anyone who acts like fucking Quentin Tarantino is not a great actor. Good. I'll see you at the fucking Manson movie. You tell me whether he's a great fucking writer, director, and performer.
I can't wait.
Because I see Quentin in every character. Every fucking character.
Yeah.
Good, bad, and different. Brent in Canada. Brent.
Yes, I just want to congratulate Chris.
Thank you.
I think it's awesome. Guy, it's probably my favorite guy on the show other than Ron and Gail and the guy who answers.
And a guest. And the other guy.
So you just hate Vito, is what you're saying.
This turned dark.
He's just...
Vito's the worst.
Yeah, Vito's definitely the worst.
I mean,
Vito we're
I
getting
put
rid
him
of.
at the bottom.
And I said this yesterday. We're getting rid of Vito no matter what happens with Chris.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hmm? Well, you guys are brothers. Brothers of the scale. All right. Now, the Dan Perlman web series made it to the final round. It's in the top 5. It needs to make it to number 1. The contest is Laugh Out Loud. But do we have links or something?
There's a link right at the top of the Bennington Show's Twitter. That's at Bennington Show on Twitter. Just follow that link. You can vote.
And you could go to contest.laughoutloud.com.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to do that. You could either fucking link it or not.
I'm going to retweet it.
But I'm going to be honest with you guys that all seen it. I fucking watched it last night because I'm like, oh shit, Dan's coming in tomorrow. I better watch this thing. I could not believe how good it was. I literally was screaming, this is great. I watched every little, they're only like 3-minute episodes, and then rewatched them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is fucking genius.
It's so good.
Dan's one of the most talented people.
He's a fantastic writer. I'm so impressed with it.
Once again, we're going to be fucking saluting Dan at fucking at Montreal. Second time in 3 years. Dan, you did it. So we'll keep tweeting it out or whatever you do with these things. Your social media is what you really do.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Johnny in Queens.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, you know what? I remember when this accident happened 10 years ago. And then, Ronnie, like a day or two after, you had said Chris's mom was involved. So it's been a long time. I can't believe it's 10 years. But, Chris, I don't care how much you got or didn't get. I just hope you're happy. The best is coming your way. You got a new woman in your life. And everyone likes to bust your balls, but this is almost like a closure for you, you know?
Yeah.
First of all, can we get your contact information because you're going to be Chris's best man at his wedding? Because if you say that, it'd be fantastic. Pretty good prize closet for you.
Oh, that's sweet.
Pretty good prize closet. Hey, we have something that we're going to give away out of the Pretty Good Prize Closet on Friday. Our own Vito snagged this, and I didn't even know about it till today. You got a signed Tim and Eric poster.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. And if you are a Tim and Eric fan, or you have one in your life, this is a fucking great poster as it is.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's a very funny poster.
This is one of the nicest posters that we've had.
And we'll give that away kind of a first responders on Friday.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Congratulations to whoever you are in the future. You're the next Chris Stanley.
I can't comment.
Can I tell you something when it comes to the emotions, Chris?
Yeah.
You don't have to figure it out today. Just let it fucking happen. This is a very strange thing. Feel it. And that means easy on the drinking because that's trying to push it away.
Okay.
But just feel it, you know?
Yeah. Like even waking up this morning, it was just, it's like.
Yes, it's going to be like that for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always think personal tragedy is interesting because it's so fucking alone with it, you know? Where if there was like a 9/11, everybody's like feeling the same way.
Yeah.
But when something happens to you, right? And then your memories of that, blah, 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 it's just you, and you try to explain it to people, and they're like, "Oh, yeah,
and it's
your
totally
mom-
impossible.
Yeah, I guess your mom did blow up with a steam pipe." You know what I mean? Like it doesn't.
And then like it's way worse. Even like it's a lonely feeling to feel like I'm experiencing this thing by yourself. But it's even worse when someone tries to relate and it's just not the same thing. I had a friend whose father passed away, and then another person in her life was going, "I know exactly how you feel. I just went through a terrible breakup, and I was crying, sick, crying for days." So, and she just looked at me like I'm going to cut her head off. Like I can't believe, and I just had to be like, "Okay, over here. No, you don't know the same thing. That's not the same."
I always remember this night. I don't know why it sticks with me, but the night that Fez's dad passed away, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the hospital was right in my neighborhood in New York City. And I'm with his family, and they're just crushed. I mean, he was here on vacation when this thing hit, blah, blah, blah. So they were, they had done their goodbyes and all that kind of stuff. You know what I did? I let them have a private moment. I'm going to tell you the truth.
Sure.
Seems classy. I could have rushed them. I'm like, come on, let's get out of here. But I let them have a private moment. So I get them out. Yeah, I lent an umbrella to Fez's mom, but then walked her to the cab. It seems like once you get in the cab, you hand the umbrella back. Yeah. Well, whatever. That has nothing to do with it. I never saw that umbrella again. Wow. But I was in this very emotional, just heartbreaking time with them. And then I'm walking back. I had only had to walk like 3 blocks to my apartment. And there's like people laughing and bars, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, what does anything fucking mean? Like I had this weird thing of a life has been lost. And there you are, you're fucking, yelling for a ball game. Kids are playing.
Yeah.
Life goes on.
It does. And that like, you're at your very worst day. Someone is having the best day of their life.
Their life, yeah. Someone is actually saying, this is the best day I've ever had. Or, oh, I'm really upset because I didn't get the shoes I wanted.
That is hard, though.
Book Naff in Houston, what's up?
Hey, guys, thanks for taking my call. Hey, Chris.
Yes.
Multi-millionaire says what?
You can't do that to him, man.
You're not going to
I know it's fun. I know it's fun, but he honestly did sign this agreement.
Yes.